Now we're going to go ahead and listen to Honorable Jonathan Asake. Can you hear us now, sir?
Can you hear?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Honorable, are you able to hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you very much for this opportunity. I've listened to other speakers, and they actually captured everything that is happening, particularly in Adaraland, Kajuru local government. But that is just one local government out of the 12 local governments that constitute Southern Kaduna. Kaduna State as a whole consists of 23 local governments. And out of these 23 local governments, 12 are Southern Kaduna. And the Southern Kaduna people and the People's Union, the organization which I am national president, has 67 ethnic nationalities that are under this umbrella. And the story that is captured by Dede replicates in all the rest of the 11 local governments of Southern Kaduna, where invaders, Fulani herdsmen invaders, go to various communities, mostly at night or in the early morning hours, when members of the community are still in bed, and they will fire their gun. Women will come out and the men pulling their children along as they are trying to escape from danger. The invaders will be gunning them down, hacking them with machetes, and that is why anyone that has seen the picture of any particular invasion, you will see how gory the pictures are. The organization, and when these villagers are running, they can make distress calls, and nothing will happen. Nobody will come to their rescue. And at the wake of the day, that is when you see dead bodies littered everywhere in the community. And when the youth of the area, of the community, go after the invaders, that is when the security come in and will arrest the youth of the community. And the victim, therefore, becomes the aggressor. While the aggressors will still look around the bushes and the hills, waiting for the next invasion in the next community. And when these invasions take place, they normally displace the survivors out of the communities into neighboring communities. And those displaced people that go into neighboring communities will squat in neighboring communities. But there's no assurance that they will not be attacked again. They can only wait for a time to be further invaded and displaced into neighboring communities or into camps. But one thing, the government under El-Rufai does not even allow the formation of an IDP camp. So the survivors of these attacks can only look around with families who don't even have food to eat. And those that remain in camps, maybe in uncompleted buildings, will have all the humanitarian crises that we can think about, unthinkable. And by his own politics, by his own actions or inactions, everything suggests that he does not only prolong security, but he supports it, he affects that is the insecurity in Kaduna State and in Southern Kaduna, the genocide that is going on in Southern Kaduna. In fact, my own organization, the Southern Kaduna People's Union, we have been able to go to almost all these communities that are attacked. Each time a community is attacked, like I said earlier, normally in the early hours of the morning, in the night, distress calls will come. You are given a distress call, oh, we're under attack. You will hear children crying, women crying, running. Nothing you can do. There's nowhere you can call for help because the authorities in the state are not going to respond to that distress call. And so you find out that the next time, the only thing that the governor knows how to do is that whenever there is an attack, instead of going after the attackers, instead of making the security to go after the attackers who always look around the vicinity of the attack, he will rather impose a curfew. Right now, Nabokata local government and Jama local government, Kaur local government, Kaura local government have been under 24 hours where the indigenous of the area cannot go to farm. They cannot go to look for food, and nobody takes food to them. So they are suffering hunger right now. And he doesn't give a damn about it. And what more, when the rest of the world, the media is reporting the atrocities, bring in some narrative, calling it communal clash. Now, we have argued if it is a herders and farmers clash, and I have argued this, 95% of the victims of these attacks are always women and children and the old people, and of course physically challenged people cannot walk. And so the question is, these people that are killed normally are killed in their beds, not in their farms. And the people that come to kill them come with AK-47, come with machetes and other deadly weapons, and kill their victims in their homes, and they burn their corpses beyond recognition. And so, if anybody calls it a farmers' herders clash, it is not true, because those that come to kill are never coming with cattle, and those that they kill are mainly women and children, the most vulnerable of the communities. And so they are not killed in their farms, they are killed in their sleep. And if anybody calls it communal clash, or like the federal government, they prefer to call it that it is a group of youth and of Fulanis and the natives that are always fighting. But again, that is not true, because those that are killed, there are 3-month-old babies, there are 3-year-old babies, and there are women. Are those members of a gang? They can never, a 3-month-old baby can never be a member. And so all these narratives are just a ploy to mislead the world from the genocide that is taking place in southern Kaduna under the watch of Governor Nasiru El-Rufai, whose utterances always have suggested that he knows exactly what is going on. For instance, in the date of rescheduled gubernatorial election of 2019, he took the job over the job of the security agencies and took over and announced that 66 Fulani people were killed. And he later reviewed the number to 130. That immediately triggered a killing, the massacre of the Adara natives of that area in their large numbers. And so the utterances of the governor actually led to serious massacre, and it suggests complicity. And again, he has told the world that the killings, when the killings were going on in 2016, in Jama'a local government, he imposed a 24 hours curfew. And within that time of the curfew, no indigent could go out. They were just kept together in one place. And those attackers came and killed that year over 800 people. The same thing happened in Zango, which just happened last month, that under the curfew, the natives are not allowed to move around, but the attackers can move around with their guns and they will never be apprehended by the security. All these massacres, no local government has been left. Or in Chikun local government, which is neighboring Kaduna, over 16 communities have been attacked. On the 6th of January this year, while communities were being attacked, 58 people were abducted into the bush. In fact, many of them were killed. Some were rescued, and some were rescued back to their communities. But they are staying only to be further attacked because there is no protection for them. The same thing with Kajuru local government. Several communities have been attacked. And if we remember, on the 12th of May, a town called Gonarogo was attacked heavily, and 17 people were killed overnight. The next day, the attack continues for 3 days. And the attack just subsided for another 3 days. Then on the 18th of May, the attack continued in another flank of the local government, where over 15 communities were displaced. They are still in their displaced camps right now in primary schools, not in a government IDP camp. So it is only individuals and church organizations that take food and other necessities of life to the displaced people scattered all over southern Kaduna. The same story is with the rest of the local governments, like in Kaura local government, like in Kauru local government, Jamaa local government, which with the video we saw happened last month in Jamaa local government, where a group of youth were celebrating the wedding of one of their own, and the gunmen just went in and gone 19 of them. I mean, at the end of the day, 22 of them were dead. And today, most of them, around 20 of them, are still receiving treatment in various hospitals with gunshots. And all that we hear is that the governor explains away every attack. He never takes steps to bring the security people to go after the attackers or to apprehend them or to prosecute them. All these attacks I'm talking about, up till today, none, not a single prosecution had been made. But have there been some arrests? Yes. Members of the community have arrested some of the attackers, taking them to the security. And that is the last you will ever hear about them. And that is the story that we have in southern Kaduna every day, every time, killings. Right now, as I'm talking, I have received phone calls today that letters have been written to various communities, including my own community, that attackers will go and attack them. And there is nowhere you can go to lay a complaint to save your people. And so, and they don't even allow the people to defend themselves. Every time, the security people will go into the homes of the natives and search their homes. When they see a den gun or a machete or a kitchen knife or even a bow and arrow that the indigenous can use to defend themselves, it is taken away. And each time there is this search of the homes of the indigenous, then everybody knows that there is going to be an attack, unprovoked attack, and on defenseless citizens. And that is what we are going through.
Thank you very much, Honorable. Thank you for exposing the